Hi, this is my last video of the day. I swear, I promise you, you will have like no more videos from me until next week. It's my gift to you, so I won't bother you. But one of the things that I wanted to touch base on, and I think this is kind of important. Not every older woman can carry off a red lip. And I am here to tell you why I love my pale lip colors, lip glosses, and lipsticks. Where do I start? When I was younger, I had like my mouth was tighter. Like gravity hadn't taken its toll on my face. So my full lips were more like bee stung lips. Let me just put it to you this way. When I walked into a bar with my girlfriends, I got a lot of drink offers from men because they would say that my lips were beautiful. And I know why they thought my thick lips were beautiful. I'm not going to embellish upon it on on my YouTube channel, but use your imagination and you'll figure that one out. But anyway, I always really liked my lips when I was younger. And I was able to wear colors like red wine, burgundy, like deep reds, as long as they had blue, a blue base, simply because I have that pasty white skin. So not all reds look good on me. I needed a cool red with a blue base. Okay. Then something happened as I aged. I went from beasting lips and the insect category to the aquatic life of fish lips. That's right, Leona Helmsley fish lips. My lips are now the most unattractive feature that I have because if I'm not smiling like this or this, my lips look like this. That's right. I have fish lips. Uh, Trust me, this is why I wish that I could afford to have plastic surgery because I definitely would get the bottom part of my face lifted. But you know what? I can't afford it. So I smile a lot. People think that I'm the village idiot because I smile so much, but I'm happy. Um, but the other thing that I do to detract against these blubbering pieces of flesh, I wear pale lipstick. I know on my videos I should probably be wearing a brighter lipstick, but I don't feel comfortable in a brighter lipstick because bright colors and like dark colors really bring attention to my mouth. And it's just not my cup of tea, so to speak. So I was going through my lip colors the other day and I noticed that they're all like the same family, pale pinks, pale like caramels. And I did purchase some the other day and I'm just going to show you what I got. Okay. Now, this is one of my favorite clear glosses. I love a shiny lip. I'm sorry. I know that some people think it's very outdated because the mattes are where it's at, but man, I love a big shiny mouth. This is Shine, Shine, Shine Gloss by Essence Cosmetics. It retails for $3.99, and I get this at Ulta. I go through a lot of these tubes simply because it's the last lip product that I use before I leave the house. And as it's a clear gloss, it has a tendency to pick up, as you can see on this doe foot applicator, it has a tendency to pick up some of the colors from the other lip glosses that I use. So I can guarantee you within 2 weeks, this tube of clear lip gloss will take on like a very pale caramel color, which is fine because I still use them anyway. Now, here's another one of my favorite lip glosses. I purchased this per chance last year at Sephora, and I am so happy that I did. I'm waiting for my repurchase to come in the mail. This is Dolly by Buxom. Um, it's one of those lip, I guess, lip enhancing glosses. It's supposed to make your lips appear bigger. Trust me, my lips are big enough. I really don't need it, but I just love, here we go. You can't see. I love the caramel color of this. This is just a beautiful, beautiful caramel pink. It's just gorgeous. In fact, one of my sisters saw a photograph of me on Instagram last week when I was wearing this, and she sent me a message right away. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? What lip color is that? I want to get it. I want to get it. So my sister just ordered this. So there is a possibility that this could become a family favorite. Again, this is Dolly by Buxom. Okay, at least one part of me is buxom, my mouth. Okay, now what have we got next? This came, this little Tarte, the color is pink, how appropriate. This little Tarte lipstick came as like a little bonus with some makeup that I ordered, but I have a tendency to veer away from the sample lipsticks that are sent because it's usually a dark shade that looks awful, or it's like a brown shade, or it's just like some god awful shade that really doesn't do much for me. But this is a lovely little pink. It's almost like a coral. And again, it's very neutral. I'm not going to say this is long lasting because most lip products that I have are not long lasting. They usually transfer off to my coffee cup at work, okay? But I don't mind reapplying. Now, here's an oldie but goodie. And just my luck, this shade has either been discontinued or I think Guerlain may have renamed it. I'm not sure. This is the Guerlain Kiss Kiss lipstick. This color is Pushy Pink, and it is number 560. I think they may have renamed it, but I'm really not too sure. I have gone online to try to find this, and I can't find it. So I will be back in Paris later this year, and I plan on taking this to the Guerlain boutique to find out just what happened to this beautiful lipstick because I did get this in Paris like a few years back, and I love it so much that I'm afraid to use it. How sick is that? Do you have any makeup that you love so much that you're actually afraid to use? It makes no sense to me. So I wear this on special occasions simply because it was discontinued. Hopefully it was renamed and I can buy another tube. But hmm, I don't even know why I'm putting this on because with the lighting in here, you can't really tell. Anyway, this pushy pink is a cross between like a neutral pink and a coral. If you go on, well, you can't even go online because they don't even have a shade anymore. But it really is a gorgeous color. And the thing that I like about the Guerlain lipsticks is that even though they don't last all day, the staying power is pretty decent. Like if I'm not drinking coffee or like chugging water down, this stays on. This you get quite a few hours wear out of this. So again, this is Kiss Kiss Lipstick. It is by Guerlain, and the color range of shades is quite large. It runs from neutrals to colors that I absolutely wouldn't put on my face at all. Okay, so here, I purchased this Friday, and I have to say, I am becoming a fan of Tarte lip colors. Tarte is one of those brands that I have a love-hate relationship with because their foundations are horrible for, as far as I'm concerned, their foundations are god awful for mature skin. But I really like their eyeshadow, some of their eyeshadows. I love their neutral palettes, and I think they have great brushes, and their lip colors are great. Now, this is Bare Bud. Again, this is a very neutral color. This is actually a flesh tone color, which I like to use toned colors as a base. And I'm going to put it on, even though with the lighting in my house, you can't see. But then again, I'm not a professional. Now this is Stay Glossy, and this is by, oh my God, I can't even, oh, this is by Rimmel. This is Stay Glossy by Rimmel. I picked this up at Walmart on a whim, and I have to say, I really like this. This is a little, even though it's a neutral, it's a little brighter, but it does stay glossy. This is a really nice glossy product. So if you see the Rimmel Stay Glossy colors, this is a good buy, and it's very affordable. So I have two more that I want to show you. I'm a big fan of NYX Butter Gloss. I think I have 5 meringues. Um, it's my favorite pink gloss. I did a video on it, and I'll try to link it if I can remember. But I noticed this at Ulta the other day. This is Candy Stick Gloss, and I guess it's a new gloss by NYX. This is the shade Sugar Coated Kiss. Again, it's a neutral shade. Um, it shows up more caramel on this camera, but it's actually a little bit more of a coral color, but it's a really beautiful neutral, and it goes well with a ruddy complexion. Now, even though I'm pasty white, I have a ruddy complexion, so I do use foundation to even out my skin tone. And even with neutrals, sometimes it can be difficult to find a good lip shade if you want a pale neutral. So you really do have to shop around. Now, the natural pigmentation of my huge fish lips is dark. So I do have to put foundation over my big mouth when I am wearing lip color. Hold on. No, Chippy. No, 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 no. There he goes again. But hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Where's your phone? No, you can't do that. No. Okay. So now that I'm trying to get Chippy to behave, where was I? Oh yeah. So I'm at candy, this candy stick lip gloss. It's really good. And that is it for the new NYX gloss lineup. Okay, lastly, I picked up this ColourPop gloss. I picked it up because I was intrigued by the shimmer in this, and I was also intrigued by the price point of $4.50. So that's a good thing. This is called Snow Day, and it is the Ultra Glossy Lip by ColourPop. This is more of a clear pink, but it goes on very shiny. And to tell you the truth, you can't even tell that there's like glimmer in it. Hold on. Mm. So that's it. But I want to touch on something. I really want to touch on something else. Have you ever watched the makeup guy's videos on YouTube? This guy, his name is Christopher Hopkins, and he's like this guy who does makeovers on women. He gears most of it towards the over 45 demographic. This guy is great because he's so positive. He never talks about anti-aging. He's very pro-aging. And he never makes a woman feel less than she is. He builds women up, and I love that. Well, anyway, 10 years ago he came out with a book, okay? I ended up buying this book on Amazon used because I just really like this guy and I wanted to read what he had to say since I'm of the over 60 demographic. This is the book, Staging Your Comeback, which I think is a really good title because let's face it, I think a lot of us forget about who we are as beautiful women because we've spent so many years being a wife and a mother that sometimes we have a tendency to forget who we are. And even when we're in this stage of life, it is like staging a comeback. Now, I'm going to be honest, there was stuff that I didn't agree with that he writes. For the most part, I would say I agree with 90% of the stuff. And the way that he writes is really nice. It's very conversational. He's not condescending or anything like that. But on what I don't agree with, what he says, I think he's a little too scissor crazy with giving women shorter hair. Um, when he talks about nail polish, he's not a fan of darker nail polish on women, and I have a tendency to disagree with that. I do what I like almost I, I swear if I had a private jet, I would have flown out and kissed this man. He validated everything that I feel about the older woman's lip. He his belief is play up the eyes more and play down the lip. And that's exactly how I feel. I love a dark eye, I love a made up eye, and I love a discreet lip. So I want to thank Christopher Hopkins for his thoughts on what kind of lipstick and lip color the mature woman should wear because I am in such agreement with him on that. Now, what I actually wrote to him this morning on his website and asked him if he would update this book. I think if Mr. Hopkins updated this book since it was written in 2008, if he gave it a 2018 vibe, this would be a Bible for the mature woman. First of all, I think he should include wigs in what he writes because a lot of women have hair loss issues, whether it's from illness or whether it's from thinning hair from aging or hormones or whatever. So many of us wear wigs. And I think that if he touched on that in this book, it would be really good. The other thing is, since he does talk about clothing for women, I think he needs to update his clothing choices because let's face it, 10 years later, a lot of us are wearing skinny jeans, and jeans are not going anywhere at all. So I think he needs to kind of like zhuzh up his clothing ideals. But I will say another thing that he says that I've been saying for ages. He's a fan of pointy shoes. Pointy shoes give a longer line to the foot and overall make you appear leaner in the leg. I That was another thing I was like, "Oh my God, thank God this man doesn't live next door to me because he'd have a restraining order on me because I would be bothering him every day." But that's what I wanted to say. I really like this. If you get the chance, Amazon has it used. Um, for a deep discount. But if honestly, check out his YouTube channel, The Makeover Guy, because it's really cool. Like what he does with some of these women is unbelievable. There's one, I don't know. I'm not going to show because maybe the lady who he made over wouldn't want me showing her on YouTube. So, but he has incredible makeovers. And I also just want to say thank you, Mr. Hopkins, for validating what I said about a pale lip. And I have gone on so long. It is time for me to work on a blog post, do some editing, and make gougères for my husband because I promised him I would make his beloved gougères and I haven't done it all weekend. So I am off to be a busy little bee, or rather, fish lips cook. Take care if you like this. If you don't, if you want to subscribe and see more of Chippy misbehaving, by all means, subscribe. And have a good day. Have a great week. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye.